subscribe to my channel.
What's up, Pikes Peak RC race news around the nation? It is Robbie here to give you guys the latest and greatest news for what's going on here, near, far, and abroad. And I'll tell you what, I got some awesome, great news for you guys. But first things first, we're going to go into our sponsors. We have Leadfinger Racing. We have Techno supplying all your RC needs. Then we have Dialed RC, and we're going to get into them for all your wheel and tire needs as well. And then Gents Ace Batteries, the leader in the battery supply with them 6300s and them 7500s. What's up, everybody? And I am super stoked to be here. And this weekend, we got Wicked Weekend kicking off. All right, so right now, we're going to get into that here shortly. We got the Colorado Grand Prix going on. There's open practice going on right now. So if you guys go to 5280 on the Facebook channel, you guys can check that out. They're on live practice right now. Awesome layout. I just got done showing my coworker that, and he was like, holy cow, those things are fast. And I was like, yeah, they're no different from the size of a Max iPhone these days, or a Samsung Galaxy. They're that small, 128 scale cars. Then this weekend, I'm gonna go hang out with my homeboy Max I just met over at Compass RC Raceway, which I talked about in my last video. And again, some of y'all reached out and thanked me for posting the video and stuff. And I had a great time being there at Compass RC, hanging out with Matt Williams and his family. The hospitality is phenomenal. The track is an awesome layout, but again, make sure you go prepared with the right proper setup. All right. In my last video, boy, I went in all right, so again, I talked about that on my buggy. I went in with the short shock tower mod, and the way the track was set up, the way it was not designed for the short shock tower mod. So I had to rush, put my regular shock tower on. It was all wonky, and now I got it all tuned and ready for the yard. All right, so again, I cannot wait for that. And then we had a couple races that happened not too long ago. I want to say Randy Order and his wife Lori, they were out there racing quarter scale midgets and stuff like that, or the quarter scale RC cars, not midgets, but the quarter scale RC cars. They had a couple other guys out there from Colorado racing in another state, like I am in a different state here in Wisconsin. And then not to mention, we got some guys that are from Colorado that are all the way over there at Wicked Weekend. So I just saw David Backer post some photos and stuff, so it's pretty cool. I'll be watching live on that. I got a couple of my homeboys from Extreme RC Raceway. They'll be out there. I got Anthony Rossi. I got, I want to say Justin's going to be out there. I hopefully think Joe Mandola and Rob P should be out there as well too. So if you guys are out there, or anybody's racing anytime this week or weekend, good luck and congrats if you make that podium, which I haven't done in a while. But enough of that. We'll get into that. But my main focus, my main topic today, again, since I can debut it now, because we talked about it last time, is Dialed RC. Dialed RC, Gene Hickerson, talked to him and stuff. He didn't want me to talk about the new tire that he just debuted, I want to say a couple days ago, this past Tuesday, the V13. Now that V13, oh my goodness, look at it. Look at it. The tread pattern is awesome, just like the 14. The 13 is a directional tire, and we'll get into that real quick here, but I want to show you guys this awesome tire. So we're going to get right into the tread here real quick. And let me pull up my plug real quick, and we're going to talk about this tire really quick. Man, look at it. It is a beautiful tread pattern to include the V14. I can't wait to get my hands on them. But if you guys are at Wicked Weekend, please go over to the Dialed RC booth. Check out Gene and his minions out there, and check out these two awesome tires that just came out, to include the Truggy tire too, the V1T. That's a new tire that added to the Truggy lineup, because we only had two tires. We had the 5 and the 7, and my 7 is my go-to tire. But now you got that V1T, and then now I just did the video, I want to say or the last video was about the 14 and this one about the 13. Now, look at this awesome design pattern. I'm going to read a little bit on it. The dialed RC V13 brings innovation never seen before in the RC market with multi-directional pins similar to the V1 tires, but in a slightly larger a slightly larger single stage square pin. All right. The larger pin features a shorter pin height for more stability or on blue groove surfaces. The pins are laid out in a V shape, which makes them directional tire for more fine tuning of your buggy's handling. Now, everybody's like, oh, it's shorter pin, it's going to wear down quicker. Now, I'm going to use this as an example, right? The longer pins, they get a little bit too flimsy and stuff, and it causes your vehicle to be unstable and unpredictable. Now with the shorter pin, we'll go this way, it's a little bit more rigid. All right, so again, but he designed them in a way they last a lot longer because of the pin configuration. All right, this unique design features 5 rows of square pins down the center for maximum acceleration, as well as 5 rows of slightly smaller diamond-shaped pins on the inside and the outside edges of the tire for more rotation due to extra pin flex, faster corner speed, and less catching of ruts while cornering, which I could have used this past weekend. All right. The same thicker and lower profile carcass from the new V14 is also featured on the V13. The center pin size is the same as the trusty V4 tire, but with less spacing in between the pins for more rubber contact and longer tire wear. And you know we all love longer tire wear, right? Tires are getting way more expensive, but I'm going to tell you right now, Gene's got an awesome deal for you guys. All right, so 4 tires with insert and wheels are only $45. Now glued, if you want your wheels and tires pre-glued, that's $50 for the set of 4 tires. All right, keep in mind for the Truggy, you can't buy them in a set of 4, you have to buy them as pairs. So you have to buy 2 pairs to create that whole set of 4. But with buggies, it always comes with a set of 4. Now, this awesome pin design, look at it, the way it swoops out. So think of that that wet tire that you race on real cars, and they got those tread patterns to deflect the water and stuff like that. Look how this pin design is similar in relation to that, especially when the pins, the smaller pins from the center, they kind of gradually rotate out, giving you that diamond pattern, and then it goes all the way to the edge for that maximum bite, again in the ruts and faster cornering speed. All right, again, the pins are a little bit shorter in design because of pin flex that we see in the V1. I see that in the V1. All right, in the V1 I use in certain tracks. I brought a pair with me, or a set here with me, and I'm running my 7s, and we'll see how that goes at the yard, and we'll talk about the yard here in a few. All right, but this tire, oh my goodness, I am so happy for it. Dialed RC Gene has been, I'll tell you what, his ingenuity is ridiculous, especially with that V14. So these will be the 2 new heavy hitters out there at Wicked, along with the other brands out there. But if you're a team driver or you're a big fan of the dialed RC racing tires and stuff like that, please go check out Gene at the booth. He'll be more than happy to talk about them and show them off to you, because, man, I can't wait to get my hands on them. And those will probably be my new 7s. All right, I'm still going to use my 7s, but I'll probably be dominant with these 13s and 14s, especially with the tracks that I travel around with. So that will be very, very awesome. I cannot wait. Well, that'll be very, very great with these wheels and tires. Now, the thing with these wheels and tires, especially the V14 and the 13, they are directional tires. So what Gene has done, on each side of the tire, you have an A and the B. So you'll glue 2 wheels and tires on it with the A facing up, and then another set of tires with the B's facing up. That way you have a left and right. Remember, they are directional tires. They are directional tires. All right, so again, that's going to be super, super duper awesome over at Wicked Weekend, and I hope you guys the best of luck out there. Gene, the rest of the Dialed crew, the Techno crew out there, the Gens Ace crew, the Leadfinger crew. I got a lot of my teammates out there, and I'll be rooting you guys on. No different from the Grand Prix going on in Colorado right now up at 5280. Check them out. Very, very great. I'm watching a little bit as right before I started doing this video as I was outside talking with a coworker. But yeah, I'll tell you what, there's a lot going on. And this weekend for me, golly, what do I got going on this weekend? I mean, this is going on this weekend. I will be at the yard this Saturday, July 25th. Now, this is going to be a new truck. I reached out to the owner, talked to him a little bit online, asked him if I can talk and post about the yard and stuff like that. So it's going to be a club race for those that are in Wisconsin here with me, and you race 8 scale. I hope to see you guys out there. Hope to see the guys that I met out there at Compass RC Raceway up in this neck of the woods if you're not at Wicked Weekend, because I'm going to tell you right now, that's the big show right now is the Wicked Weekend. So we're just club racing, and we're going to have a great time since I'm here on a work trip. But yeah, so this Saturday, July 25th, and the cool thing is it's only about a 20-minute drive. Now, when I drove down to Compass, it was an hour and 7 minutes, but it was only an hour and 7 minutes because the speed limits were all 35 miles an hour and 45 minutes, or 45 miles an hour, which made it a very slow drive, but it was a very scenic drive. So a lot of history up here in Wisconsin. No, and then the hospitality, man, I can't go. And I'll tell you what, the hospitality is perfect here. Perfect here. All right. So again, that's what we got going on. Golly, a very, very busy week with Wicked Weekend, the Grand Prix going on over at 5280. I got the Yard 26 going on and stuff, and yeah, I cannot wait. But again, this weekend I'm gonna be working on that bad boy right there. I didn't bring my truggy with me, and I cannot wait to get this thing all completely going. I got it all set up the way I need to, and redid everything like I stated in the last video. Yeah, it's going to be a blast. I cannot wait to test out my new old setup because that's where I'm comfortable at. Don't get me wrong, I love the short shock tower mod, but it's only to certain tracks, and I think the short shock tower mod would be perfect for TNR and I want to say LRC. All right, so yeah, cannot wait. And this track, I wish I brought more stuff with me, but again, I'm only limited to bring what I can out here, especially on these trips, what the government will let me bring. But again, please, if you guys are over at Wicked Weekend, check out Dial's booth on those new tires, the 13, the 14, and I want to say he'll probably have the V13s on display too, so you guys can check that out for you truggy drivers. And yeah, I got my coworker, he's already looking for a truggy right now, so I'm helping him out looking for a truggy. If you guys got a truggy, an 8 scale, and you guys are in Colorado, let me know. I got a coworker looking for one just to go out to the track and have fun with. I brought him out to the last race here at Compass, and he loved the atmosphere. And the atmosphere is always pretty cool here, so I like it a lot. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, all right? Making videos for you guys and going out there meeting great people in this RC community. It is great, all right? Oh, there's another thing that happened this past weekend too, all right? So if I didn't already mention, you had Randy and Lori. They were out there racing their quarter scale oval cars out there. Congrats to their podium finishes. I know that 2 others went out with them. Again, congrats to all you guys. But Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies, boy, they had a huge oval race this weekend. Great turnout in conjunction with JTRC, and they had a blast. I saw a lot of people out there in the pictures, in the videos and stuff. I saw Pete St. Lawrence, I saw Polly, saw Cole himself. He was out there, him and JT chilling and stuff. I see you, little Miss Lolo. It's good to see you guys out there enjoying yourselves. Greg Myers, again, the Maldonados were out there, and yeah, miss you guys out there in Colorado. And I'm stoked. It's stoked. There was a great turnout. Their group picture with all the vehicles, man, huge, just big over there in that oval community. But congrats to all our podium finishers out there, and I'm glad you guys had a great time out there. All right, but right now I'm gonna get ready for this bad boy right here, I'm gonna get ready and make sure everything's good to go for this weekend. Again, I'm gonna be at the yard. I'm gonna have a great time out there. I cannot wait and meet new people in the RC community. Now there's a couple hobby shops out here. I'm gonna get to those here shortly. We'll talk about them and we'll do a little shop tour and stuff. So hopefully I'll get some videos with my time here because I only got about a week out here. And right now we have the EAA going on, this week-long air show. It's pretty much Sturgis for airplanes, and there's a lot of cool planes here. If you guys are into planes and doing RC airplanes, B-1 bombers, the A-10, the F-22, the F-35. You guys love those military planes. There was a MiG-29 Fulcrum out here. There was a Russian MiG-37 out here. I didn't see an F-4 Phantom. I was watching the guy's video on that. He didn't get to bring it out. I think next show they'll bring it out. Bunch of P-51s, P-38s, B-17s, B-29s. A C-5 Galaxy came out. Hundreds and hundreds of Cessnas, Stoll planes or Cub planes, VBACs, forward swept planes. There is everything out here, to include some cars out here. I think the highlight of the show would be the mail van with a radial motor in the inside as its power plant, which is pretty cool, like what Jesse James did when he built that radial motor chopper. So again, it's pretty awesome. So if you guys are out here in the neck of the woods of Wisconsin, the EAA show, if you are into planes and military and fly RC, I'll tell you what, the real planes, and there's a bunch of RC products out there and stuff, hey, you guys will love this week-long show. And it's still going on as I speak right now. All right, a couple old classic planes flying over the hotel all the time. All right, but again, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm gonna have fun racing over at the yard. Good luck to all the drivers over there at Wicked Weekend. Don't forget to check out Dialed RC. Say hi to Gene and check out those new tires. Again, that V1T for the Truggy, that V13 and that V14 and their new style and patterns. Again, they will be in ultra super soft, soft, soft long wear, and medium soft, and I want to say medium as well too. So those will be the tires. Let me double check here. Ultra super soft, soft, medium soft, and medium compounds. Okay, I stand corrected on some of those. All right, so don't forget USS, SS, SMS, and medium compounds for both the 13 and the 14. I hope you guys check them out. Again, good luck to our drivers out there at Wicked Weekend. Good luck to our drivers over at the Grand Prix Racing 128 scale up there at Denver, Colorado, 5280. And if you guys are anywhere else racing, I hope you guys have fun and make that podium. All right, I am Robbie with the Pikes Peak RC race news around the nation. I will see you guys on the next video. I'm gonna get prepped, and you guys take care. Have fun. Stay hydrated. Bye.